What's going on, guys? My name is Garrett. I'm one of the owners here at Renegade Products. We have our own line of detailing products, and we also do private label for brands that are starting out or brands that are just looking for a new source to lower some of your costs. We have about 50 employees. We're in 45,000 square feet of manufacturing. As you can see, this is part of our manufacturing facility over here. And then we have some of our automatic bottling machines. Basically, I have a chemist on staff full-time. I have a graphic designer on staff full-time. And we've been in business since 1997. So we're located in Anaheim, California. And if you're ever looking to stop by and see our manufacturing facility in person, I'm more than happy to give a tour and show you what we're about, how the manufacturing works, and some of the behind the scenes stuff. Now, as far as minimums go, we offer very low minimums as far as 16-ounce bottles and 1-gallon jugs. Our minimum for 16-ounce bottles, like you see here, is going to be 60 bottles. Now, when you talk about minimums on 1-gallon jugs, our minimum is 20 1-gallon jugs. Again, this is per product. So 60 is a minimum per product on 16-ounce bottles. There is no mixing and matching on that. That is a firm minimum. Same with the gallons. That's the minimum. 20 1-gallon jugs per product. Now, when you go up to the next step up, which is for 16-ounce bottles, it's going to be 440 bottles. That means basically we make a drum worth of product, and then we bottle it into 16-ounce bottles for you or 1-gallon jugs. Basically, you can choose your own scent and you can choose your own color at that point. Since I have to make your own batch, why not let you choose your own scent and color? I don't charge anything more for that. It doesn't really matter to me. Again, I'm already making the custom batch anyway. So that's just kind of a free complimentary service that we offer to people that are ordering in volume. Another benefit of that is that you also lower your product costs very significantly when you go from our minimums to our larger batches. So you'll see on my website, for instance, on the 16-ounce bottles, you'll see the 16-ounce bottle package, and then you'll see 440 bottle, and then you'll see 880, 1320, so on and so forth. And the price gets better, with each volume, each volume that you get, because it's all economies of scale. So when I get more economies of scale in manufacturing, that's when I can extend the price discounts onto you as the, as the brand. Now, same thing kind of exists for the 1-gallon jugs. If you're doing 1-gallon jugs, again, the minimum is 20, but if you order 55 1-gallon jugs, then again, the price drops, then so on and so forth from there. So if you do 55, then 110, from there. Now, you can also order in drums or in 5-gallon pails from us. Some people choose to order by the 55-gallon barrel. They'll bring it in, then they'll bottle it themselves. They'll source their own bottles, caps, plugs, labels, all that stuff. They'll do the assembly, in-house or wherever they're at. If you have a business or you decide you want to start this business out of your garage like a lot of people, then that's always an option for you as well. I always say, it doesn't really cost you anything to sit there on a Sunday, with the beer and, maybe with your kids or whatever and bottle everything up. There's no labor cost for you at that point. So that may be a point where it's a little bit more cost effective for you to order by the drum and bottle than it is maybe for me to do it. Although I'm also bottling on automated machinery, so generally it's not too big of a discrepancy. So sometimes I do just advise, I think you should just get the bottles from me, because I'm at economies of scale a lot of times with manufacturing, and our people are efficient and they know how to bottle this stuff. They do it all day. So, something to consider if you want to dial into a little bit more of the specifics on that, please reach out to me and I can kind of walk you through some of the thought processes, and you can decide for yourself what's better for your business. Now, when it comes to labels and label design, we basically have 6 different options for you. You can choose between my 4 different designs, which you see here. These are free designs that, you don't have to pay for the design or anything. You just provide us with your logo. We put that here, as well as your company name, your phone number, your address, stuff like that, which also goes on the bottle, over here in the kind of corner. It's important to know that, when you're doing private label, it is private label. Like, one, I don't disclose your business or any of our affiliation together with anyone else. I get customers call all the time. Oh, who do you bottle for? Do you do chemical guys? Do you do this company? Do you do that company? And I always tell them, no, I can't tell you. I would offer you that same that same respect. Now, as far as like creating the labels go, again, we got the free designs that you can choose from. There is no branding or anything that represents Renegade anywhere on here either. So people would have no idea that it came from me, other than if they were just so to happen to see one of these videos or whatever and say, oh, those are similar designs. That's the only thing, and that would be a very, very rare case that would happen. I've never even had that happen. So, you know, these are the free designs. The fifth option would be if we send you our template after you place an order, and then you can redesign it, like either you or a graphic designer that you know or whoever. Send it back to us. Obviously, if you've ordered the 16-ounce or 1-gallon jug packages, then the cost of the physical printing of the label is already included, so that would be a free option as well. Then the final and sixth option would be the custom label design package, which you can also see on my website. I have a specific product page for that where you can order that. Basically, you work directly with my graphic designer. It's $250 for the first label, and then $25 for each label after that. Basically, he makes whatever you want come to life. If you want your brand to look like, you know, some other brand out there, you just provide us with a copy of the label, you know, just a picture online or whatever, or some type of aesthetic preference that you're looking for, and usually we can get pretty much, you know, all the way there as far as making your aesthetic come true, and you know, however you want your label to look, we can do it. So that's kind of that's how the labels work. If you ordered by the drum, then we could just you know, that doesn't include any labels with the drum, because obviously it's just a drum here. So everything's a la carte, as I mentioned earlier. So we would just have to quote you separately on the labels if you still wanted to buy the labels from us. You know, it's just however you want to do that. In either case, I always recommend that you get our label designs from us, because they have the safety information on there that you kind of see over here. Really important that you have that on there. Just want to make sure that you're, you know, covering your back and making sure you're meeting all the legal requirements on stuff like that. So these are all things to think about when you're talking about doing private label and making sure that you're doing it right, you know, and we always help with that whole process. When you're working with us, you know, consider us as part of your team, or me as part of your team. I'm here to offer advice, you know, and things that I see as like successful, you know, marketing things to do or sales things to do. You know, obviously I've seen a lot of brands fail, a lot of brands do well, and I'm happy to share those kind of common denominators, if you will, to help make your brand successful, whether it be, you know, 3 months after you order or a year after you order. It doesn't matter. I'm here to help answer any advice you may have on that. Now, as far as the process goes, typically, here's how the process goes if you order something in our 16-ounce bottles. You place the order there on our website. And then I'll reach out to you after and either get the scent and color preference from you if you ordered the larger batches, or I'll get your company logo, website, phone number, address, all those types of things in an email that's between me, you, and my graphic designer. We'll accumulate all the data we need to create the label designs and the templates. Then once we have that done, we'll send you an email saying, hey, you know, here's the label design that we created for you. Please look it over and give us your final approval. Once you give us that thumbs up of, yeah, the label looks good, we go ahead, print it out, put them on the bottles, and ship it out, okay? Generally, it's about a 2 to 2.5 week process. At the time of filming this video, you know, I don't know, sometimes things get very busy during the kind of summer months, if you will, and so sometimes it can extend a little bit out, especially if you're ordering really large orders, but, you know, generally I'd say 2 to 2.5 weeks is a good lead time for us to create an order kind of from start to scratch. So from the time you place the order to when we ship it out, then obviously shipping times can vary just depending on where you're at in the United States or internationally. So that's kind of our private label program. If you guys have any questions on anything, please give me a call. I'm always here to answer any questions you may have. Phone number is 714-646-3299, or you can shoot me an email. My email is Garrett, Garrett, @renegadeproductsusa.com. Thanks, guys. Look forward to helping you start your brand.